Crossing the 38th parallel, Soo-min had always been told that North Korea was paradise, but deep inside she never believed it. The constant hunger, the fear in her parents' eyes, and the whispered stories of those who disappeared. She knew there was another world beyond the barbed wire. Her father had once been a respected soldier, but after a minor political misstep, he was sent to a labor camp, never to return. Her mother wept every night, but she never spoke of him again. Soo-min, now 17, knew that if she stayed, she might meet the same fate. One cold winter night, she made the decision. The Yalu River, though frozen, was heavily guarded. A single misstep, a crack in the ice, or a soldier's gaze could mean death. She had spent months preparing, gathering scraps of food, memorizing guard shifts, and whispering prayers into the wind. She wore layers of dark clothing and crept out of her village just past midnight. Every step toward the border felt like a heartbeat away from death. She knew the stories. Soldiers had orders to shoot defectors on sight. Reaching the riverbank, she saw the Chinese side. It was only a few hundred meters away, but between her and freedom stood armed guards and a brutal cold that could freeze a person in minutes. She waited for the moment when the guards' attention wavered. Then she ran. The ice groaned beneath her feet. Her breath came out in white puffs, her heart hammering against her ribs. A voice shouted. A spotlight cut through the darkness. A gunshot rang out. She didn't stop. A second shot. The ice cracked, but she was already near the shore. Hands reached out. Smugglers. They pulled her to safety, rushing her into hiding. For weeks, she was hidden in a safe house in China, knowing that if she was caught, she would be sent back to certain death. The journey to South Korea was even more dangerous. She had to travel through China, Vietnam, and Thailand, bribing officials and trusting strangers. When she finally reached Seoul, the bright lights of the city felt unreal. She was taken to a government shelter for defectors, where she learned about freedom, real freedom. But her heart ached for her mother, still trapped in the north. Soo-min had escaped, but her journey wasn't over. She vowed to one day reunite with her mother, no matter what it took, because no fence, no government, no dictator could keep a person from chasing freedom.